Yes. Okay. I see I'm live. Greetings. I'm not sure who's here with me. Greetings, everyone. Coach Mashudu here. I trust you're well and you had a lovely day. If it was challenging, just take care of yourself. And thanks for tuning in. And I'm live on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and on Facebook. And if it's your first time listening to this, welcome to my circle. So today I'm still continuing on our discussion, as I said last week, that this month it's all about transforming relationships. And on Wednesdays, I'll just come and teach you something about it. And I trust you've been following the what we have been posting on relationships, and you were able to look and reflect on the questions. And one of them was, what are the relationships that you want to fix? Is it with yourself, with your loved ones, or with your kids? And I'm not sure where you stand in terms of that. And I'm so excited about this project. So still be with us throughout the whole month of October as I continue unpacking what I have in store for you. And if you are joining wherever you are, just say hi so that I know I'm not by myself. I see we've got Danelle. Welcome, Danelle, on Instagram, and Queen as well. Hi, guys. Welcome to this discussion. And please participate. I've got a few questions as well, as I do when I talk about this topic on spiritual law of love. So as I start, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love yourself? Would you say 1? 1 being low, and then 5 being in between, and then 10 being you extremely love yourself. So just type, and to those who will be joining later, just type replay, and I would like to hear your feedback. So on a scale of 1 is to 10, and 10 is where you really love yourself, where would you rate that? And I'll also be looking at the comments as I continue. Please just participate and just be brutally honest with you. There's no right answer. Whatever answer you write is what is true to yourself. So I see Queen Laura says 6. Thank you, Queen. That's fantastic. And then others, what do you have? So when one speaks about the spiritual law of love, the spiritual law of love is all about self-love. Yes, Lucy says 8. Thank you, Lucy, for sharing that. And then I see Janelle 6. Fantastic. So there's 6, there's 8. So there's an average of 7 around here. So thank you guys for participating. So the spiritual law of love, it's all about self-love. And one thing, even myself, that I was taught is that I have to get love from someone else. I had to delegate I had to delegate my love for myself to someone else. And spiritual law of love is one of the concepts, one of the topics, the chapters that we speak about in the relationship with yourself. So I was taught that, and I didn't know better, because whatever relationship I was in, I would delegate it. And then I learned later that I was not being honest. I was delegating love to someone else because I didn't know better. So the spiritual law of love, it talks about loving yourself. It's all about self-love. It's the foundation for everything on earth, because if you don't love yourself, how are you going to give? How are you going to be able to set boundaries? Because when you love yourself, you are showing to the world how they need to treat you, how they need to love you. And you are able to set boundaries. You're able to develop your self-esteem, and you're able to be vulnerable with yourself, like you guys sharing your score of 1 to 10, where you are in terms of, it takes a lot of courage, because some people will say, when I'm asking this question, they're waiting to see what others are writing, but this is what is really honest with you. See, we've got Spume as well. Welcome, Spume. So, Spume, tell us, where do you score yourself? How do you love yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, and others who are joining in? So, when we start loving ourselves, we create that foundation of how others treat you and how the world treats you. You might say, let's say if you're in a romantic relationship, because that is something that we've been taught, that you'll only feel love when you're in a romantic relationship. What if you stay single for the rest of your life? Are you going to be someone who doesn't love themselves? So loving yourself is loving yourself with your own faults. It's finding peace within yourself. It's also being vulnerable with yourself. It's also being very brutal with yourself. And if you don't know how to do that, you can learn how to do that. And with this relationship with ourselves, because it's all about learning to love yourself, getting intimate with yourself. Remember, being intimate with yourself, not with anyone else. First, before you can be intimate or you can love others, whether it's your kids or anyone. But if you're not intimate with yourself, how are you going to be intimate or have that loving relationship with others? Because you'll be giving from an empty cup and you'll never be fulfilled. And at the later, you find that you are overgiving something that you need to be giving yourself. So when you think about love or about doing something for others and say, I wish they appreciate this, start with yourself and say, do you appreciate it? And one question I'm going to leave you with, guys, is today and later when I finish, ask yourself, how do you love yourself? And I'd like you to journal on that. And with the course, there's a lot of journaling that you'll find, because you have to be really intimate with yourself. Because when we love ourselves, we give ourselves that ultimate soul food. Did you know that there's that ultimate soul food? That is what you give yourself. When you love yourself, you give yourself that ultimate soul food. Because if you don't love yourself, you become lost, you become uninspired, you become angry with everyone, and everything that everyone does, you just snap at it. But if you are coming from a space of love and loving yourself, you're able not to be angry with other people, because when they're doing something to you, because it's always said, your surroundings, if there's noise outside, there's noise within. So that is why it's important. So before you complain about us outside, maybe there are a lot of gossipers around you. So look within. Are you a gossiper? Are you part of that? If there's a lot of happiness around, just look around. Who are you surrounded with? You realize you're surrounded with people who are happy. And when you look, you feel that love and contentment. So love is the beautiful gift to have. It's a beautiful gift to give others. That's why it's called the spiritual law of love. Because even in the Bible, if you're a Christian, it says, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. But how can you love others if you don't really love yourself? So it starts with you. It starts with being intimate with yourself. It's all about knowing you. It's all about knowing your values and knowing your worth and knowing your value. You might be at work, because part of this is all about transforming your relationship with yourself, with others. You might be at work and you feel like they don't value you. You feel like your leader is not valuing you. And ask yourself, are you being honest? What do I mean by saying, are you being honest? Do you value yourself? Because the way people treat you, it's how you have accepted them to treat you. It's how you have shown them to treat you. Because it starts with you. Do you value yourself? Do you think highly of yourself? Do you take care of yourself? Do you do personal development? Because you might say your leader doesn't care about your personal development. And personal development it's all about you, and the person who's responsible for it, it's you, not anyone else. Others are just catalysts to help you. So if I say your leader doesn't care, and the question is, do you care? Are you doing something about it? So all I'm encouraging you is that start loving yourself, and having self-love is not selfish. Having self-love is starting to put boundaries around you. And what I've had with other clients, when they learn to love themselves, you find that what you have been taught about love is taking care of others, and you forget taking care of yourself. You can do that for a while, but later you start feeling resentment, and you realize people who are you are taking care of, or doing funny things, by taking loans, buying that, they're not reciprocating. You could be in relationships where you're just being the one who's giving and you're not receiving. So love is all about give and receive as well. And it's a special gift that you can ever give anyone else. So the question, are you ready to receive and give love? So are you ready? If you're not, and you don't know how to do that, be tuned on this on my timeline and just embark on this journey. And yesterday we shared a link where you can learn a free guide on how to cultivate and transform your relationship. So that is a free guide. So do go on my timeline and click on the link and get a copy, and you'll see some of the things that I'm talking about, and you'll be able to sit with yourself and be intimate with yourself. So when you love yourself, you start loving yourself wholeheartedly. You start being congruent. So are you incongruent in your life with what you say? Because at times, I love making this example of saying, imagine you're in a relationship, and this comes with other form, how you show, how you want to be shown how to love. And you say, no, my boyfriend has never bought me flowers, he doesn't love me, and then my boyfriend doesn't like helping me, or my partner doesn't like helping me. But did you ask, did you help yourself? And in terms of flowers, let's come back to the example of flowers. And you say, no, he has never bought me flowers, but I've seen my friend Jane, her partner buys her flowers. But remember, those two, they're in their own relationship. You're in your own relationship. And with your current partner, if you bought flowers for yourself, you might find that you love roses. I love roses, and I buy them myself. And when my family buys it for me, it's a plus, it's a bonus, because they've seen that I love flowers. I love roses. So you might find that you love carnations, and then your partner brings roses and you don't respond, you don't accept them, and you don't respond to it with love, you don't appreciate them. And then after that, you go and tell your friends on WhatsApp, you say, hey, that guy, he brought me roses, and then I love carnations. It doesn't mean all the girls love roses, but you never bought yourself those carnations so that you can see all the tulips. So it starts with you. That is why the spiritual law of love, it's all about loving yourself. It's all about creating boundaries. It's also looking at your beliefs on love. So another assignment I have for you, what are your beliefs on love, on loving yourself? What have you been taught about loving yourself? So look into that. And I trust with what I've shared today about the spiritual law of love, you have learned something, that the first relationship that you can ever have, person that you can ever love, is yourself first, because you cannot give from an empty cup. And loving yourself, it means taking care of yourself, being able to say no when you mean it, being able to say yes when you mean it. Because at times when we're in love, we try not to hurt other people. It could be your kids, could be, but you lie to yourself. How long are you going to lie and keep in the mask? We need to remove the makeup and the mask and be ourselves so that we enjoy life. We really need to enjoy life. Life is beautiful with its own challenges. And when we love ourselves, we're going to have fruitful, loving, flourishing relationships, because you cannot be in a relationship when you're broken, because you're going to bring that negativity and that brokenness into that relationship. When we love ourselves, we start vibrating higher, and everyone around us gets excited. They want to be next to us. They want to learn what we're doing. They want to hear the tips that we're doing and all the lovely things. So do you want to Do you want people to start saying, I can't wait to see what she's going to post. I can't wait what she's wearing, what she's going to say. And I can just see, because when you love yourself, you don't lie. You cannot lie. Even when you're smiling, people can feel it because you're energy. So do you want to do that? Because when you love, because love is a higher vibration, and it's almost like enlightenment, but it's that vibration, because when you love yourself, everyone around you, they start following you, because you might be going through drama and you're doing amazing things, and those dramatic things that are happening to you, and you feel like they're derailing you, but there are people who are looking into you. That is why when you love yourself, you're able to prioritize yourself. You're able to prioritize yourself spiritually, mentally, physically. So you're able to take care of yourself, because it's all about building your self-esteem. It's all about being resilient. It's all about transforming and not resisting change, and just adapting to change and just going with the flow, because you're exuding that. And hi, Les, welcome, and Humi-san. So welcome, guys. Yeah, so that is what I wanted to share about the spiritual law of love. I don't want to go more into it, and in the project that we're working on, there's more into it, and we'll continue unpacking. But you can start having those intimate conversations with yourself. Where do you rate your self-love? And what does self-love mean to you? And what are the limiting beliefs? And in terms of how you show your self-love, what is it that you're complaining about that your partner or your kids or everyone are not doing? And you start doing it for yourself and giving it to yourself, and you see they'll start reciprocating, because you're setting the foundation. And I trust with this that you're inspired. You're going to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, Mashudu, do you really love yourself? Let's be honest with ourselves. It's me and you in this mirror. Others are not there, just me and you. So go and look yourself in the mirror and just be brutally honest and have that conversation. Say, do you really love yourself? And if you're not, ask yourself what needs to happen, because help is readily available. You can read books, you can come to me, we can talk, and you can also be part of this transforming relationship. Because when we love ourselves once more, you're going to have loving relationship with all their trials and tribulations, but you'll be enjoying life, because we're human beings. We're here to solve problems. With that being said, guys, enjoy the rest of the evening. I have to dash. I've got the King of the Castle class, which is the monthly class that I do for gents. And if you're a gent and you're missing out, there is a recording. So today we are talking about tapping into your personal power. So I'm excited about that. With all that, and if you are on YouTube, please like and subscribe and share. And also share what has been your key takeaway or something that you have learned today. Anyway, thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of the evening. See you soon. Bye-bye.